Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. When we left off last time, we'd been talking to our buddies in the medical facility here. Zalka showed us his secret stash of Republican soldiers that he's trying to heal up. And this shady fella over here wants us to betray Zalka to the crime lord when we find the Rakghoul serum. I just want to see if we can tell Zalka about his
Welcome back.
employee over there. Anything we can say? Nope.
Goodbye.
Alright, moving on then. Alright, we will go back over here in a minute. It's got a little blue line instead of green, so I'm thinking it's going to take us maybe to a whole other area entirely. So first, let's finish exploring this. That looks like an escape pod over there. We'll check that out first and then swing back to that doorway. Hey there, protocol droid.
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a protocol droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you?
Oh, all of these questions. What can you tell me about the Sith?
The new authority here on Taris. They seek to preserve the customs of our world. Also, I am told. More than this I cannot say. May I be of any further service to you?
Perhaps. Oh, is there some way I can get a shuttle off this planet? No, there's a barricade.
I am afraid that is impossible. Taris is currently under a planet-wide quarantine. The Sith are allowing no one to arrive or leave except on official Sith business. May I be of any further service to you?
Do you know anything about the gangs in the lower city?
The Taris Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent and dangerous place you would do well to avoid. May I be of any further service to you?
How come there are hardly any aliens around?
Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taris, and the Sith have promised to preserve such traditions. Of course, I have yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city without a permit. May I be of any further service to you?
One of our ancient traditions is being racist? Awesome. Let's see. Who do you work for?
I am an employee of the Taris government, programmed to provide information and guidance to any who require it. May I be of any further service to you?
Man, Taris kind of sucks. That's it.
Then if you will excuse me.
And what makes... see, I'm a little confused here. So we're acting like it's humans versus aliens, but... Are humans supposed to be native to this planet? I mean, we're native to Earth, so anybody on this planet, it seems, would be an alien. I don't know enough about the Star Wars mythology. I don't know if they're supposed to be, like, humans that originated anywhere other than Earth. But... Alright, salvage droids are busy. Something seems to be bothering Carth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. Alright, we'll talk to you, Carth. Oh. I'm still a little hung up on this human-alien thing, though. Like, are humans so much more powerful than all of the other species that... where we can be dominant like that? We can force everyone else to live in scummy undercities? Alright, we'll speak to Carth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I'd like to know more about you, Carth.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of years. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter of the Sith and this combination. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My home world was one of the first planets to fall to Malik's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it.
You're talking like it's your fault, like you failed somehow.
It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
Them? Do you mean the people of your homeworld? Well, who else does it mean?
That's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
I pissed him off. Sorry, Carth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
Terrace? The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. And things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
All right, then. Let's see what's over here, Carth. Kabbalah's shop. Equipment emporium. Is there anything? That's just it? It just says equipment emporium? Okay. Let's check it out. Hey there, Kabbalah Yurt.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kabbalah Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
I want to ask you some questions.
Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
Do you know anything about those escape pods?
I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davix men got there first.
Swoop gangs. What can you tell me about them?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Vex were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davix's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
Oh, really? What do you know about Davik?
Oh, Davic's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
Is he working with the Sith?
Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
How do you feel about the Sith?
It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
And I guess some general information on Tyrus.
Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Terrace for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davix men are having trouble down there.
All right, well, I guess I'll be going
Good
now.
day to you then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
I should probably look at your supplies, but maybe another time. This droid is too busy performing its assigned duties to speak with us. Carth, get out of the way, man.
Ready?
Get out of here.
I'm here.
Who else is hiding back here? This looks like something else entirely. Guarded by a Sith trooper. Is he gonna yell at us? Oh no, it's just the Cantina.
Don't bother me. I'm here on official Sith business.
Okay. Into the Cantina with us. Oh, yeah, I really gotta level up at some point. It can wait. Arena monitor. What's that? There's no action in the duel ring right now, so the monitor is blank. Huh.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazaak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Oh, I suppose so, but first, who are you?
My name's Garuk. I used to be a card shark, one of the best Pazaak players in the Outer Rim. But that was before I retired from the gambling life.
You're giving up gambling. Why?
Don't get me wrong. The game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy, from the core worlds to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim. I've won countless fortunes, and lost countless more. But that was long ago, and things have changed. Gambling is a young man's game. That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits gets you my old Pazaak deck and a free lesson. Great offer if you can afford it.
I can buy that deck, but first let's ask some questions.
Of course, of course. My mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. That's why I'm giving up the gambler's life. But I think I can still manage to answer some simple questions.
Escape
I
pods.
spend my days here in the cantina, sipping ale and chatting with the folks who want to buy. I don't have much use or care what goes on outside these walls. I don't see much point in worrying about that kind of stuff now that I've given up the gambler's life. Is there anything else I can do for you? Of course.
Yeah, I just want to buy your cards. I guess we have to go through this.
Don't have one. That's
Yeah, I'll buy your deck.
glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
You said you were going to give me a lesson. Let's do it. Alright, before each Pazaak match, you must select 10 cards to form your side deck. 4 of these cards will be randomly drawn to form your hand during the match. A basic Pazaak deck has 2 of each card numbered +1 to +5 available to create a side deck. You will find other side deck cards as you play Knights of the Old Republic, with values ranging from ±1 to ±6. Select 10 cards to form your side deck now. And I have a feeling all we have are 10 cards. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. It's the only side deck we got, so yep. The object of the game is to have your face-up cards total higher than your opponent's hand without exceeding a total of 20. If a player's total is greater than 20 at the end of a turn, a bust, the opponent wins the set. The player must win 3 sets to win the match. Alright. So first player draws a card from the main deck and plays it face-up to begin their turn. It's done automatically, so we got a 10 to start. And this is our hand for the match. It's randomly made of 4 cards drawn from the side deck that we selected, and they have to last through all the sets of the match. After drawing a card, a player has the option of playing one of the cards from their hand. You can only play 1 card from your hand each turn by dragging it onto the board or by double-clicking it. Playing a card from the hand is optional. If your total is over 20 after you draw and you have a negative card in your hand, you can play it to bring your total back under 20. During your travels, you might find cards that may be played as either negative or positive. Okay, yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. A hand card must be declared as positive or negative before it is played. Okay. And turn is over when you select either end turn or stand. If you choose end turn, you will draw another card on your next turn. If you choose stand, you will not draw any more cards, and you cannot play any more cards from your hand until the next set of this match. Okay, so now we can make a decision. Let's play this 5, I guess. I'm going to play 1 hand card each turn. Okay, it's optional. You know, get more than the 4 you start with, so you might want to save them. No, I think I want to play it, right? And then end my turn. Okay, opponent has the same rules. Oh, that's okay. We'll end here. Yeah, that's fine. Ugh. I screwed up. I should have held at 18. Yeah. Okay. So, we get a couple more tries. Alright, so we'll just let them rack up a bit. Oh, so we have to get 20. Exactly, okay. There we go, tied. So ties don't count. Here we go again. We'll risk another. It should be just fine. We gotta go for it. He's at 19. Ugh. We're not doing too well here. Yeah. Alright. Not doing too well here. Oh, well. What? Whatever. Ugh. Alright. This guy's a cheater. Oop. That's fine. Alright, does he have anything to say after that?
Is there something old Garuk can do for you? Or did you just come to chat with a lonely old man?
No, I think we're done.
No,
I'll be going now.
Of course. No sense in a youngster like you wasting your days away with an old man in a dingy bar. But if you ever want to chat, you know where to find me.
Alright. Who are you folks? Are you... Oh, you've got names. Yeah, let's talk to you.
What do you
Niklos.
want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazaak player on Taurus?
I do, eventually, but I think I'm going to talk to other people first and see if I can find some better cards.
My name is Niklos. I'm the unofficial champion of the Pazaak circuit here on Taurus. If you don't mind losing your wager, we could play a few hands.
I want to ask you some questions.
Questions? I don't come here to answer questions. If you want to play Pazaak, then let's play. If not, then quit crowding my gambling table.
Alright.
If you ever wish to test yourself against the best Pazaak player on Taurus, you know where to find me.
I will eventually. Are you just Pazaak as well?
Don't you
Jeff?
just love watching the Pazaak players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Wow. Pazaak groupie. Sarna, who are you?
Sorry, but I'm not here looking for conversation. I just came to get a drink, listen to some music, and try to relax before my next shift at the military base.
You're from the military base. You don't look like one of the Sith.
I don't wear my uniform when I'm off duty. It's not allowed. In fact, anyone in uniform is banned from entering the cantina. The officers don't even like it when we show up here off duty. Don't like us fraternizing with the locals, I guess. But it gets pretty stale hanging around the base all the time. Besides, the Sith don't own me. Being a soldier in their fleet is just a job, you know. A job with long hours and low pay, my dad.
So why do you do it?
When I signed up, I was promised adventure and excitement in exotic locales. Instead, I end up stationed at a military base on some backwater planet on the fringes of the galaxy. If I could just find some other way to earn some credits, I could give this lousy job up. Retire my uniform, so to speak.
Sounds like maybe a quest.
The senior officers don't really like it when we start answering questions, you know? They don't want us fraternizing with the locals. Just another perk of the job. No offense, but I probably shouldn't be talking to you anymore. I'm just going to say something that might get me in trouble.
That's the end of it, eh?
I'm surprised to see you again. I thought you'd gotten sick of me complaining about my job at the Sith military base. I guess I kind of obsess about it. That can't be healthy. No offense, but I probably should...
Alright, we'll leave you be. Who's this fella? A noble.
Why are you speaking to me? Can't you tell from my clothing that I'm of the nobility?
No.
Get away from me. I can't be seen talking with a common rabble. It wouldn't be proper for a man of my standing.
Well. Citizen. Is this another noble? It's looking somewhat like. Whole other. Ooh. Some dances back there. We'll check that out in a minute.
Oh, there's too many people in this cantina since they added a music room in the back. I come here to relax, not to fight with crowds.
You aren't from Terrace, are you? Do yourself a favor and stay away from the Teresian ale. It packs more kick than most off-worlders can handle.
Alright, we'll keep that in mind. Alright, you're just a citizen. Who are you? Just a citizen. This is a big cantina. Sort of. Alright, that's the dueling room. We'll go over here first. This looks like some Pazaak going on. Can't talk to them. Sith
If you're
patron.
here to complain about the quarantine, don't waste your breath. There's nothing I can do about it. I just follow the orders I'm given.
A noble youth.
Do I know you? No? Then why are you speaking to me?
Because I can. Who's this fella?
This cantina isn't the fanciest joint I've ever been in, but it's a good place to unwind after a hard shift at the military base.
Someone with a name.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Not your waiter.
Careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat can cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
Alright, Carth, I guess we won't cause trouble. We'll use Persuade and see if we get bonus experience for it. I'm sorry.
It's too late for apologies. Daddy's going to hear about this. You'll lose your job for sure.
She's running straight away to tell him. Alright, whatever. Alright, we'll hit the dueling room last, I think. Oh, so over here is actually where I needed to go next. See the dancers.
Well, hello there. I can see from your exotic appearance that you are not from Taurus originally. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jurgen.
I guess pleased to meet you.
What do you think of our local music? The band is quite good, wouldn't you agree? They're on the verge of intergalactic stardom, you know.
These guys are the worst. It's different, but I like it.
Obviously, you have an ear for music. Mark my words, they'll be famous soon enough. They were about to go on tour before this Sith quarantine stranded them here. Would you like to meet the band after the show? Maybe have a brief brush with fame before they become intergalactic superstars? I can arrange it, you know.
How will you arrange that?
I have a standing arrangement with one of the Rhodian bodyguards backstage. For the small sum of 20 credits, he'll let me set up a meeting with you and the band.
Yeah, this sounds like a scam. I don't really care that much about the band.
You sting me with your words. I merely thought I could offer you the rare opportunity to meet a celebrity before they were famous. But I see you're not interested.
Not really.
That's too bad. They really are charming fellows. Very well then. I hope you enjoy the music. If you change your mind, come speak with me again.
I don't trust you, Jurgen. There's something going on there. We might waste the credits just to see what happens, but Yungenda.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
You're from the military base. You're evil.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Yungenda, Junior Officer First Class with the Sith Occupation Force.
Nice to meet you.
Actually, a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Terrace can't stand us Sith. It can make us a pretty lonely job.
You can't really blame people. You did conquer the planet, but we're gonna try our persuade. You're just doing your job, right? I don't hold that against you.
That's true. People don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know they have to make the best of things?
We could have been crueler dictators than we are. They should be appreciative. You've got a pretty positive attitude.
Exactly. It's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
It must be tough being stationed on a hostile world.
It's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base. Some of us junior Sith officers are having a party later to blow off some steam.
Ooh, am I invited?
I'd like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Oh, I'll be there.
Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
This sounds like a prime opportunity to mess around with you guys. But first, we're gonna need to check out all these dancers. However, we're going to save that for next time. I'm going to wind it up here. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Come back next time. We'll finish checking out this cantina, and we'll go see about crashing this Sith party.